Thank you, Chris. A desperate New Orleans team. They had dropped 12 in a row, franchise record. The Nets with an up-and-down performance. There were times where things were clicking, especially in that fourth quarter offensively, but they gave the Pelicans life on a number of occasions. This ball game went to overtime. Spencer Dinwiddie, Joe Harris, Jared Allen, they all made winning plays for Kenny Atkinson's team.
And it was an evening of which no one really shot the ball that efficiently or that well, short of Joe Harris. However, to your point, they made the big shots when they needed to. They executed the type of plays when necessary. More than anything, especially in crunch time, the defense was excellent against this New Orleans team, where you can look at the record, you can look at the losing streak, and you can look at the bad defensive number. They're a team that puts up points and can score. They're 9th in the league in points per game. And so I think for the Nets, you got to feel good about the fact that sometimes on the nights that you are not at your best, you can still do the little things and have a connectivity to find a way to win. Oh,
there are going to be games over the course of a season where you just have to find a way. This was one of those games where the Nets had to find a way. You don't want to be the team that is on the wrong side of a squad that's dealing with a long losing streak. It's now 13 in a row for New Orleans. Couple of tough calls did not go the Pelicans' way, went the Nets' way. New Orleans probably should have had the ball with about 1.6 on the clock at the end of regulation with possession. Shot clock violation that wasn't called.
Yeah.
And then in overtime, a ball that appeared to go off Jared Allen. It was a reversal from the officials, and when you're losing games, these things tend to happen. The Nets will certainly take it based on the fact this is a road win, and it counts as a W nonetheless.
And I think that's where this group and this Nets team, anytime you look, and we've talked about this as a roster that has so many new pieces and guys coming together, sometimes these are the most important type of moments because you grow together. And I think we saw a great deal through all of that and through what was going on of composure, of maturity, of just the way in which everyone approaches the team, and there was a lot of togetherness. And so I think with that being said, you hear the cliches or being on the road or the type of bonding that happens, but even early on at this point of the year, we've seen the way that these guys have bonded together, the trust they have with Kenny Atkinson, the coaching staff, and it's something that's really important given the big picture goals in the long-term future. And
now it's off to San Antonio, which has been a house of horrors for the Nets through the years.
Well, hopefully just with some of these San Antonio ties and Sean Marks going back, it'll help. But no, it's a circumstance, too, where this is an opportunity for the Nets to cover some ground and make some room. And you feel like you have been playing well over the course of these last 15, 16 or so games. So you want to make sure that continues. And against the San Antonio team that itself is going through some things, struggling, trying to figure out their rotations. But you know it's always going to be a tough one there. So I think for the Nets, feel good that you got this one. Now you can focus on the next.
And happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you, Bertie. I appreciate it. A big shout out, happy birthday to Albert King, too.
Battle of the Beignets belongs to Brooklyn.